And we should be live.
Hello, and welcome.
Hello there.
Oh, God. We are Gremlins tonight. Hi, I'm Milo. I'm going to be the storyteller this evening, and we are playing a modified version of Changeling Lost. Good Lord, words are going to be hard tonight. And by modified, I do mean heavily modified. So if you hear something that is incorrect, it is probably not I made it up. I take no criticisms at this time. M, who are you?
But do you take suggestions?
Hi, I'm Em. I will be playing Zara, our lovely elemental waterborne dancer, and I'm sorry I'm about to cry because we've been in gremlin mode for like the past hour. It's fine. It's fine.
Mike, who are you?
Hello. Believe it or not, I'm not Sean Connery. I'll be playing Dain, the Irish Scotchman, because I've decided to do this accent the entire time. And I've slowly devolved into the Irish one. So there we go. That lived as long as I did. Not very long at all. Bollocks.
Oh my god.
3LC, who are you?
I'm playing Sim, the fire elemental, aka Hot Stuff.
Oh.
And we will
Who's about to
we
get
will
one?
be
Big
good
Oi.
Lord. We will be joined later, more than likely, by Az, our wandering monster, and they will introduce themselves when they get here.
Mhm.
A little bit of a disclaimer before we start. This is an 18 plus stream, so if you're not 18 then you're 12, please see yourself out. This is not the stream for you. Also, we do not offer advice on this channel. We are not a how-to, and anything that is said or done by players and characters during the stream are not things that should be replicated. This is make-believe time. What happened last time is Dearg and Sim and Dain were outside of Spindle Clutch's Hollow, where they had been horrifically poisoned by the kooky old man. And Ro had to come in and rescue their poor souls before they died tragically from this poisoning. But they are now okay. And went back to the Hollow. Dearg and Sim had a conversation in the car, clearing up some things, chatting about essentially what happened with Dearg and his very rapid loss of clarity, and the fact that he's not okay right now, getting better due to Rose spring contracts and her healing abilities helping get some of that back. They decided to stop at the Waffle House again, the Stack 'em Up, where they made another massive scene. This time being asked to leave within 20 minutes. Dain talked the time up a little bit from the mortified hostess who was worried about her job at that point. But they left a substantial tip and took off back to the Forge's Hollow, where they all sat down and they talked about what steps to take next with the debrief, with the Onsel, with the church, with the hedge wand. Zara had meantime been working with Oscar, the fairest draconic, digging up more information on the companies that assist in the funding and the building and all of the, at this point, mechanics of the church, it seems. Various different resources, including violating HIPAA once. Fine.
You violated HIPAA.
And the general consensus was that the Onsel is in fact an issue, that the seamstress is in fact an issue, that the church is an issue that will be dealt with in about 2 days, if that can be organized, and that Savannah will be going on a mission to check out one of the other 5 churches that were built beforehand that Zara found out about through her research. So, we will be opening with Zara.
Oh, snap.
You've been working very hard.
Mhm.
My internet is going to be a problem all night. I apologize.
It's fine.
We have the official Lysambra, so it is.
I am a Lasombra in our main by night game, and it's shows. So basically you've discovered a little bit of information on sleep labs. That the medicine was made in house, more than likely by Dr. Cassidy, though they never gave an official record, at least not one you could see on the immediate digging you were able to do, that states it was Dr. Cassidy, but you know she's a pharmaceutical tech. You know she worked for the company and, or not worked, visited with her daughter, and you know that somewhere between her daughter going missing and a couple years ago, that company started donating to the Church of the Blessed. She seems to be the only connection.
I do know currently she was going through the list of all the pharmaceutical stuff that Dr. Cassidy had accredited to her to look exactly what that was, because she is not smart in medicine, so Google is her best friend right now.
Basically, you notice that a couple of sleep aids are accredited to her, new envisioned ones that are currently going through one of their trials with positive results, but hasn't been, like officially released to the public as a, here you go. So her name is on those trials for this sleep aid. There are a couple of painkillers, alternative painkillers, less addictive, things of that nature, to get rid of some of the more addictive ones, make it easy pain relief without the added side effects. Yep. And so those one of those has gone completely through. Her name is accredited to that, and it's only been in circulation, approved and stuff for the mass consumption, or being prescribed by doctors for like a year maybe. And so far things seem positive with that. And you see a couple of other snippets of this is something that's being worked on. A lot of it deals more with either pain or she specializes in trying to fix blood poisoning. Like she studies blood. One of the things that's accredited to her is studying various blood samples to determine certain things. Though this is something she's been working up to.
She's gonna slap the notes of this is probably being used in sleep labs with our people, blood testing, this is here. She's stacking more sticky notes upon sticky notes on Dr. Cassidy's file. I think there's 10 or 15 on her file at this point.
Oh yeah, Doctor, there's a lot of you found out a lot of information about Dr. Cassidy.
Yep. She's starting to get tired. She's been on this job for 9 hours now.
Yep. Yeah, it's that blurry-eyed, I've been staring at the screen, despite your walk, despite your ice cream break.
Meltdown, and then fizzy
Tacos.
drinks.
The meltdown, tacos, and fizzy drinks.
What?
Where the fuck's my ice cream break?
You gotta get yourself an Oscar. That means
Savannah, why about downgrade?
I feel at some point she'll just push away from the desk and be like, I'm done. I can't, no more screen time. Nope.
Fair, you've been looking at it all day. I know that you said there was a possibility you wanted to stay in the Hollow tonight. Did you need to call anybody or do anything before that? Because otherwise I can take you down to your...
Sim. She's gonna call Sim.
All right. So, Sim, you guys have been discussing what to do next. You guys have been, it's getting close to the time of the debrief. It's not 100%. You've paused your conversation. You've come to that decision. Savannah's already volunteered to go with one of the groups to check out the church when that gets coordinated. One of the churches when that gets coordinated. And as you guys are getting ready to leave, Dain at Row, Savannah piling into your car, Dain, and Sim taking Dearg with him and his. Sim, that's when your phone rings.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. How are you doing there?
Tired. I am done staring at a screen for tonight.
Cool.
Got a lot of information. Do you want to come pick it up? There's I think we got about 2 boxes of files.
Actually, I could do that because I want to check in on you, make sure things are all right, and probably that additional information would be helpful for going over to review for the debrief.
Debrief?
Yes. We are going to meet to discuss about what was discovered, what the infiltration and everything possibly helped with, so we're going to talk about that. I'll meet you in person and give you some more details. That way.
Yep, don't drive stupid, please.
Would you like me to pick you up anything on the way there?
No.
All right.
I have had so much caffeine today. We're good.
All right. We'll see you there soon then. I got Dearg with me. The others are...
How is Dearg doing?
A little better, but still needs a lot of help. So we'll make sure... Don't worry. Something will get sorted out.
Okay.
I'll see you soon, though.
See
Thanks
you
for asking.
soon. Click.
I'll hang up. And we'll drive cautiously.
All right. So
proud.
in the meantime, Dain, Savannah, and Ro are over here bumping it to some sick jams, and every once in a while, Savannah's horn will catch, one of her antlers will catch. You hear just a slight, screech as it drags a little, and then she ducks her head.
Yeah, fuck it. Pierce the roof, love. I don't give a fuck.
Cars are expensive.
Not this one.
I You know what? I'm not going to insult your car, Dain. I'm not going to do it.
I mean, I insulted it by saying it wasn't expensive. It wasn't. It was $600. It really wasn't expensive, love. I haggled the guy down. It's pretty easy.
Clearly, but
they do when they're shitting themselves.
I mean, anything to get you to go away, right?
Exactly. That was a bit rude. Rude.
Rude. Of course. I mean, I've done it multiple times myself. So.
That's true.
Useful ability.
What do we got planned for tomorrow? Any ideas go through your head?
I figured that I could go with whatever team happens to be assigned to that or gets picked for it. I'm guessing, obviously, Darklings are the stealthiest. They can go into the shadows, but they can take other people into the shadows with them. So I figured I'd just hitch a ride. And if things got dicey, at least they have someone stronger to help. Because, I mean, no offense to a lot of Darklings, but they're not really... If they get attacked, that's it kind of for them. If they can't make a stealthy escape, they're probably not making it out. So
I mean, say it with your chest, Sam. A fucking swift wind blow most of them over.
yeah. So I figured they could use a bodyguard in case something goes awry. And at least buy them enough time so that we could all get out.
Dane's gonna pull over for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm
Dain.
gonna reach down. Take this. And he's gonna hand her his mask.
What?
Take it. It's always brought me luck. And this way, you have to come back.
I'll take the mask. I'll come back.
I hope so. That's my lucky mask.
Thank you, Dain.
Oh. I
And
love
she's
you,
just
Doc.
gonna sit
He's gonna start the
She's
engine and
gonna
drive off
sit.
again.
and look at it, kind of for the rest of the drive. So, are you going to Zara before the debrief?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell Dain you're going to Zara before the debrief?
I didn't, but I can do that.
That's up to you. Do you want to tell Dain? Because he's going to see your cargo and probably be confused.
I'm gonna send a text.
Roll a drive check for me. Roll a drive check for me, please.
God damn it.
I'm going to jail.
I'll go to jail.
Kiss hug emojis.
Kissy kiss hug emojis.
Fuck.
Let's see. So that's
Oh, I just had a heart attack. You dick.
3.
3, you're good. You're not. Yeah, you're good. You almost hit a parked car or two, but you're good. So what's your text say?
My text says, "Picking up Z. See you at DB."
Ro, can you check my phone, please? It just beeped.
Bro, will luck. Repeat what it says. It's from Sim.
Nah, just text him back saying, yeah, not a problem.
You get. a
Actually, you know
thumbs up.
what? Yeah. Never mind. Fucking baby driver over there. Jesus Christ. Right.
So
And
You
yeah,
veer
they'll
off.
towards.
Dang, you head towards the debrief spot.
Mhm.
It's one of the south wards. The building is in kind of a rundown area, off the beaten path, an old warehouse. It would hold a lot of people and things like that, and it's one of the areas essentially owned by the South Ward, and it is kind of just used for a meeting spot when you need a large space, but not a cafe or like something where normal people are going to walk in. The most you're going to probably get is some child or teenagers that you can scare off. So you head straight for that. Sim, you go pick up Zara. You pull up, you get there, obviously. If you've been to the Ferryman a couple of times in the last day. Two
I'm
days.
Just kidding. I'm just teasing. No. I'll have Dearg stay in the car and I'll get out. I head over to the office where I saw them the last time because I assume that's where they are.
Yep.
Hello. Oh my goodness, you have been busy. Looks at all the coffee containers and the taco wrappers and the
Soda cans.
soda cans.
Botched.
There you go. And nod to Oscar. Hello, Oscar. How's it going?
Hello?
Everything been okay so far, at least as far as this goes?
Yep.
Okay, good.
And plodding along. Little distracted since earlier. But we found out some more, so.
Excellent. Truly appreciate both of yours work. Truly do.
No
I think
problem.
I think the rest of the group here is going to be super appreciative as well, because it sounds like and he glances over to the boxes at hand and he's just like, all that.
It's several.
Okay, start check.
And we're still
Like
not done.
All right.
Yeah, it's like 3.5 boxes so far.
Start taking them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sim will start taking the boxes out, and bringing them into the trunk of his car. He's got plenty of room.
I
Yep.
hope he doesn't trip.
Just all the files just crammed in there like sardines, those files. Anyways.
Like, Sim once he put ones in the trunk, he'll tip the box cover up and just go like, huh, and set it down.
All very nicely labeled with very pretty handwriting. Like, it's very lovely.
Nice.
Bunch of sticky notes on some of the files.
That's cool. So he'll go help get all the papers in, and then he'll be like, okay, you all set?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just head out to the car when you're ready. And he'll go out and let them say their goodbyes.
I'm probably gonna have to drive because he's reckless.
All right. Like, concern for your life, reckless, or like just
Probably
what do you mean?
concern for your life driving.
okay. I mean, I guess that's fair. I wouldn't know, but I hope you guys are safe.
I'll text you when we get there.
Oh yeah, please do. Do you need a spare phone? Cause like, is yours dry yet?
Can I check if mine's dry?
It's been a couple hours in the rice. It turns on. Like, some
works.
functions, you know, it has a little wet warning and it says some functions may not work, but it works as a phone. But
Okay, she
your
does
apps
the thing. She puts the
are a
phone on
little-
the vibrate. She puts the phone on the vibrate just to do the buzzing noise. To get the water out.
I mean, that works a little bit. It's gonna say moisture alert. You know, the phone has that alert for. Stop laughing.
Mike, go sit in the fucking corner.
Go sit in the corner.
I ain't said a thing.
Yep, it's fine. So some of the water shakes out, but you're gonna get the moisture alert for a little bit longer. But the
That's
phone
fine.
functions now. You see the text from Sim from earlier that you missed.
Oh! There's a text that I missed earlier. She just
Like-
unlocks it and puts a thumbs up. That's all she says.
You see a thumbs up, Sim.
Goodness. He's sitting in the
So-
car waiting with Dearg.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go. This was good and all.
Okay.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
good night.
You have a good night too. And he holds out his hand for you to shake
Aw.
and says, "The pleasure was mine."
She's just gonna leave. She's like, it was a pleasure too, and just leave.
Your will save was a 3, so it's good. So you guys get in the car.
Okay.
I'm in
Dain.
protection with element, so I don't fucking steam up the car.
Yep.
Yeah, same thing. Assuming
Yeah.
it's running.
The car is
My
the car is
elemental
more
content.
comfortable because you guys have done that.
She's making the grabby hands for the car keys.
I'm good. I'm good. I got this. You've been busy. You've been putting a lot of work. At least I can do is drive you. Don't worry, I got this.
She's just gonna get in the passenger seat with concern.
Okay. Sim will drive to the debrief. Not recklessly.
Ah. Dain, you you pull up. Obviously, you're going to be there first. Sim made a pit stop. So
Yep.
you pull up. And you've probably been over to this side of town at some point, but you're not exactly familiar with the place. But it is what it looks like, an old warehouse. It's secure. The door looks, newer, though it's not in the best condition. Clearly not operational, as it were. But the door is unlocked when you walk up to it.
There's no fancy secret knock. Ah, bollocks.
Maybe.
Knock on it anyway.
You knock on it, and you, of course, see the snow-skinned Nova. She opens the door. You remember Nova, and kind of, come on in.
No.
Savannah and Ro follow after, and you see a couple people you recognize from your infiltration team. There, you see Koi is already there. Rebel is already there. Vale is there. Most from the Fairman. You don't see any of the court lists right now. Vera has not arrived. The minor with an E. Haven't arrived yet, but a good majority of the people that did go on that mission with you are already hanging out, just kind of chatting, lingering closer to their own courts if there are groups of them around.
They'll be the one who knows.
Yep. You see in Rebel's hand a tome. Large book.
Do I recognize this book?
I do believe it's something that Spindleclutch had, because he told you about it. He told you about the Freehold's ledger.
Yeah.
One of the things he was going to give you should something happen to him.
Is that what I think it is?
It is.
How? He's walked over to Rebel at this point, just out of curiosity, just looking at him.
Well, Sim called from your phone saying that you needed somebody from my court to help Dearg, and that you were at Spindleclutch's. So I went there. To help, and nobody was there but Spindleclutch. So I had a conversation with him about what was going on.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, he poisoned everybody. And so
Hemlock. Sorted that out,
so
everyone's feeling better.
I relieved him of his duties. So I took the tome.
Marvel, you didn't have that authority, did you?
Technically, your queen is the one who's supposed to have that authority, but since your queen isn't here, I did what was best in that particular situation.
He's gonna lean in very close. And what was best?
One more time.
And what was best? He's whispering it.
Normally it would be banishment. But his mind was going.
Did you get anything from him before?
Anything being what?
information on Bastion, perhaps?
I did.
Oh.
Bastion is a scanewalk. Bastion has absolute control over dreaming. He's a blightbed, but we knew that.
Aye.
He's powerful, at least when it comes to dreams. They fought. Spindle Clutch lost. Took him a while to get back. He made a deal with an incubus.
He what?
He made a deal with an incubus.
I don't know much about. I don't know much about dream stuff, but I know you don't fuck with incubi or succubi. That's mythology 101.
Yeah. Well, they live in the skein. They are even more for what any changeling could master of dreaming. These creatures hold even more sway than anyone except maybe the true Fae.
Best you don't tell anyone else that you relieved him of his duties in such a fashion.
Someone will find out eventually. If they figure out it was me, I will deal with the consequences. Nobody likes me anyways, but I have to make the hard decisions.
That's a lie. I'm quite fond of you.
But I'm waiting for Sim. I'm going to give this back to him so that the South Ward's keeper can have it until you get your back. I know that probably won't be a short time, but it is best.
To be fair, Clutchy did mention that if anything was to happen to him, that goes to Ro. But you're a queen. I made no promises.
I didn't ask him his last wishes. I didn't read him his last rites, and I didn't give him his final meal. So I would not know that is a promise that was made.
That was done before we attacked the church, but it's not a promise I did make. I said I would do it if I could. And it was for the church, not anything after the church.
Well, if Ro is supposed to be in charge of the tome until the time it can go to the new keeper,
I think Reed should keep it. She kept it safe before. She can do it again until File's free.
then I will wait for Sim. A little bit later, Sim and Zara, you do pull up. Sim, you've been here. This is where you met with Nova and Reed to coordinate some stuff, so you do know what this building is.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is where we're going to be meeting with folks. I'm going to leave the documents locked in the trunk just for a few minutes until I can coordinate where they can be securely transferred to.
All right.
Which I'm going to have a chat with Nova about that. I'll pop on out. Sam will pop on out, and Dearg, check in on Dearg, but Dearg could possibly stay in the vehicle if he wants to, or he can come on in.
Okay.
Whichever their choice. And here we go.
Yep, so let's go on in, because she don't want to be by herself in the car.
So you see the aforementioned group. You see Rebel talking with Dain. Savannah and Ro are, of course, kind of flanking Dain at his back. You do see the tome that Rebel has, and you do know that is the one that you guys went and got for Reed, the one that Dearg opened 1 dot in intelligence went down to -2.
Yeah.
So you do.
It's been
He
a
got
time.
upset with the
It's been a
crayons at
time.
the colored pencils at Nova's house. So Nova knows what that book is too. Because she remembers watching after Dearg and the coloring book being upsetting.
Oh,
So you guys go in.
Mhm.
Nova, she waves.
There you are. I'll go up to Nova first, and Sam will be like,
Hello.
"Hey, still alive and kicking for now."
You live?
I did.
Good. Good to know. I'm glad that you made it out alive. I know you didn't go in.
There was a few. There was a couple of tense moments, but yes, the team overall, to me anyway, did about as fantastic as a job as could be handled in the window that we had. So, but we also have some. We also have not only everything that we just collected and just just documented to go over, but we also have some additional information that has been researched and compiled by Zayra.
and Oscar. It wasn't just me.
Oh, and sorry, the Oscar and Zayra have been working as a team.
She's already texted him like,
Wow.
"Hey, I made it here. We're good. Thumbs up."
He texts back a little blue heart.
Ah,
What does it mean?
what does it mean? What does it mean?
But yeah, so what I have currently locked in the trunk of the car is documentation that Zayra and Oscar have been working on, and I need to get that information to your folks, you and your folks, to be able to review. Because it's a lot. It's more than a couple boxes worth of documents, and it's a lot about the church and Cassidy and all sorts of things. Sleep labs,
And a little bit on Lifelike.
yeah, various companies
All right,
that have been involved. So
we'll go ahead and after the debrief, if it's not information that's needed for it, we'll put it in my car and I'll get it set up to where when we talk to our group once we figure out what you guys want.
okay,
So
sounds like a plan.
Rebel comes up to you, Sim, while you're in the middle of your conversation with them.
You'll turn.
You can feel her walk up before she does. That just crackle of electricity.
Sim will turn. And
Now, you have your protection on still,
I do.
but
Yeah.
it's a palpable energy she gives off.
She's gonna hide behind Sim.
Takes the tome and she hands it to you. This goes back to Reed
Not a worry.
for
We can
now.
make sure that happens. Yes. Thank you
Good.
again, by the way.
For
Your work in the infiltration party with Dain and the others.
oh yes, I'm sure he got a kick of the fact that I was a little boy. Screams it at Dain.
Just a little bit.
The sacrifices we make for our safety and our prosperity.
He could have been the little boy. I'm just
No, I couldn't have.
Nah, I think actually it worked out. I think it worked out perfectly the way it did. I'll make sure this gets to read.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And
Also,
as conversation is happening, people are filtering, and you do see more from the group you had, and you start to see the corpse filter.
okay.
As Rebel would have walked over to Sim, Dain would have relayed what Rebel had said to him, and when they were whispering, to Savannah and Rob.
Got it. And they'll only feel this bad.
I don't feel nothing, honestly.
Well, Ro just is kind of like, I don't know. He's crazy. He's really old.
You did say don't trust him.
That's true. I did.
Everyone
Because
else did, but us.
he was a very old man who was very confused.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Tim, you were gonna say something else to Rebel.
Yes. Did I have a way to get in contact with her?
You have Dain has her number, which you don't have. Like I don't think you asked for hers directly.
Nope.
No, you gave her your card.
Yes, I did.
So she has your number.
Correct.
The Forge's number.
And he's going to pull out another card, and I'm sure he has like a little pen or pencil on it or something, or if not, there's one in reach, and he's all like, I would like to get if I may, I'd like to get a contact number for you that you would prefer to be reached at, considering everything that's going on and what we're coordinating and so forth.
She gives you 2 numbers.
Mm-hmm.
One, she says, is to one of the wraiths you met, the Sorrel, the one that was fairly embarrassed by standing next to her with her attitude, and explains that Sorrel will contact her if it is a non-emergency. That is the number she would prefer to be called at. And that way Sorrel can relay any messages when she has time. And the other one she gives is the cell phone and says, you only call this number if it's a fucking emergency. Someone had better be dying if you call this number.
Understood.
Oh, I never got that warning.
Shut up, Dain.
It's alright. I'll still call it for non-emergencies anyway.
Then text you.
Yep.
Hey there, with a lightning bolt. Just
hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Hi, cozy.
Sim, that's how you die.
You're supplying.
Gosh,
It's electrifying.
Zara, you are a prophet in addition to being a dancer. Oh man.
So,
but anyway, no. Seriously, they'll take those numbers down and be like, excellent. Be in touch with you soon. What time is it in game again? About early evening?
It was about 8:00 for you guys when you hit this meeting. So it's about 8:15. A couple people are fashionably late.
Okay.
Yeah, Dain over there is fucking like, what's up?
Okay, so what's going to happen first is I'm going to not grab Zara, but take Zara with, just going to move over to where Dain is and
Come on, short stuff, let's go.
Move over to where Dain is and be like, hey, so on the debrief, do we have any particular order that we want to cover everything, or do we just want to start like from the top? With what you guys...
Yeah, it's probably best. It's probably best going from the top. I mean, we should have the footage when the cameras are ready, so it should be easy just to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know,
that's what I was thinking.
It's pretty straightforward. And then Little is Little here.
Little arrived with the other court list, so you do see Little and Echo and Bane and Copper and I forgot.
He'll
name of the really little. Fine.
He'll wiggle at them. And then maybe Little can talk about what she did to the fences so that people know entrance points.
Okay.
All that stuff, and then we should probably explain to people what the fuck is going on in that place. At least a little bit. That's what we think.
Give it our best description, exactly. Also... I'm going to gesture to Zara and let Dain know. Zara, of course, has been super busy with Oscar getting a ton of intelligence on what's going around it.
Right.
And I think there's a few things during this debrief that possibly could be worth mentioning. And so...
I mean, you mentioned some of it back at the Hollow.
Yeah, that's right, I did. So the other thing, too, was quick storyteller question. There was something I neglected to
Yes.
mention to Zara. Was it about Bastion? Was that what it was?
I have no idea. I know of a Bastion. I don't know what he is.
Yes. Okay. Because if that was it, you had asked me if I had mentioned to Zara what Bastion really was. That Bastion was a true changeling.
Yeah, but you never mentioned.
But I had
me.
never mentioned
Yes.
it. Okay. I'm going to do that now before the debrief. I'm going to mention that to her.
All right.
So she has that bit of information. So when I'm done discussing here with Dain, I'm going to gesture down. I'm going to lean in to Zara and go, hey, I know you've been doing a lot of work with your research on the church and everything that's going on, and I need you to know what we've discovered. We discovered that Bastion, the lead person, the one you've been diving into, they're a changeling.
I'm sorry, what?
You know, that makes sense, but have y'all contacted any of the people that keep records at any of the freeholds? Because he didn't really show up until 25 years ago, and most of the churches are within like a mile or two within each freehold.
We haven't.
So
yet,
there
but
has
we
to be
can.
some record. There has to be some record of him showing up to one of the freeholds. Because, I mean, Reed wrote my name in a fucking book. Sorry, not fucking book. In a book.
That's a separate book. That's a separate book.
She doesn't swear.
That's Dane's book.
She wrote my name in a book, but there's record of every changeling that came out of the hedge, right?
When the fuck did she start talking?
Hi.
It's very pretty. She sounds
That's
lovely.
Hi.
That's true. Sim's already been exposed to this when he met her earlier
Nope.
for tacos.
It's Jane's first time hearing
That's
her.
right.
It's a lot to write when there's a lot of information, and I don't want to keep erasing the chalkboard. And you'll have
I'll
to
be
keep
honest.
preaching.
I am really glad you haven't got the chalkboard, Chris. I hate that sound.
I'll be
It grates
using it
on me.
sometimes. I'll be using it sometimes when I don't want to.
Can I get you a whiteboard instead?
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Much
Oh,
easier,
whiteboards
less
are
messy.
squeaky.
What's wrong with it? Yeah, but you can sniff the pens.
They squeak. Oh, that's right.
Wait,
Oh,
You
smell
can't
good.
sniff chalk.
I mean, you can. You just.
You can, but it doesn't feel good.
I'm not gonna sniff chalk.
It burns so good, though. It burns so good. Savannah just.
I always like beating
She's
the
just
chalk
slowly
dusters.
sidestepping to the side, seeing Savannah like, nope, 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 nope.
What?
We need to talk about your habits later on, babe, alright?
I've
Anyway.
never done it.
It's a bold-faced fucking lie.
Sniff chalk, that is. You know what?
Well, let's
I'm not
hope.
judging you.
Let's hope that the records. No clue if Bastion is the name that they happen to give it, the freehold or whatever. Hopefully that's consistent, but maybe not.
Well, here's the thing. If he said what type of changeling that he was or what they figured out, there would be record of that.
Mhm.
So cross-reference.
That's true.
Well, we do need to discuss Bastion with the rest of the people here, because
Yep.
Nova and her group probably need to know that sort of shit.
Yeah. I think the first box of information, half of it is all on Bastion and what he's been doing for the last 25 years.
And as well as, I know Rebel has more information on Bastion, so
Okay.
she should probably give a quick talk about that. You know, there is a quick way to look at see if he's been around.
Masquerade.
He'll just look at Sim on the book.
Yeah.
Huh?
The only thing is that this book is a particular token and it costs to use.
We'll walk up.
Where's the scary old guy?
Oh.
He is resting.
Define resting?
Resting.
Because
How do you need to define?
He was pretty old.
Yeah, where is? Cause
He's really old.
Because Sim would not know about this because Sim was away. Sim
Rebel
and Dearg
did.
were away, and
Oh.
yeah, of course.
He's resting.
Like sleeping or dead.
You're being very nosy, Zara. When I say something, just take it. When I stop at a full sentence, it's a full fucking sentence. He's resting.
To be fair, Dane, you kind of went, he's resting, in kind of like a very implicative manner.
Okay, you're saying with the...
That's just how I talk.
Hi.
So,
My whole thing is...
He's resting. Wink, wink.
Wink.
I didn't do that.
Okay. Alright. My whole thing is working with words, so many things have many different connotations. So specifics are much appreciated.
Bro is gonna come over and take the book
Places.
from you, Sam.
Okay.
And she's gonna...
Oh no.
What happened?
There you go. You're okay.
Come back. Come back. Come back.
You're okay, Milo. We
Come
got you.
back to Mordor.
Discord
Was a glorious
is
piece
having
of pause as
time
well.
for me tonight. I'm so sorry. I am the La Sombra.
I'll tell you both later, okay?
But Ro opens the book. She takes it from Sim and opens it.
Okay.
Is that...
Ro, do you... With Ro? Most definitely. Can you go back 25 years, love? See if anything pops up?
So the way this particular token works is if you know the information you're looking for, a Bastion more, the book will automatically flip to that page. It also has endless pages. So you see this book flip and flip and flip. Before it finally lands on a page that is not in Reed's handwriting. You've seen Reed write in this book many times.
Okay.
She's written notes. This was in the old keeper's hands, the one before Reed. And it says, Bastion Moore, top, Blight Bent, Fireheart. The date and time that they arrived out of the hedge at the Four Winds Freehold.
There you go.
All right then.
It says
Cool.
that they were how they were admitted, and then there's a passage below their entry that says their touch has the ability to nullify the contracts, the connection to Arcadia. You know what that feels like, Sim?
That dirty bastard.
And then it says rejected.
That nasty wee fuck.
What?
He can take our powers away.
Mm-hmm. Much like someone
Okay.
else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, so they rejected him because they were scared of him.
I mean,
This has
trust me,
been
I've
And this
I've
has
seen
been a
that thing in
vengeance
action.
kick? And this has
Probably.
been a vengeance kick.
Yeah. I've seen that power in action. It's terrifying.
Ro closes the book up
Thank you, Ro.
and hands it back to them.
Mm-hmm.
She
You
nods.
okay, Ro?
You'll be all right.
Yeah. Her intelligence has gone down. She's dumb as a post right now. It's fine. She's at -1
Aw.
because she only had 2. Savannah only had 2 as well.
Yeah.
So, oops. But Ro's that kind of person. So she's also a child. So her acting a little bit more childlike because she doesn't understand simple things is normal. And that's why she did it. So it doesn't look like a grown adult is acting unfamiliar with basic concepts. She did it because it's more believable as a child. And she knows that. So
Okay.
Can you watch her for a second, love?
yeah.
Sarah
Dude,
does like a
grow
little bouncy thing, like she's like, I need to write something.
Is there
Right, well, now we know why he was rejected.
But I think I know why the church might be a thing.
Okay.
To make others like him. But more, because some of the companies and stuff that I've researched, a lot of it, like Lifelike, is making. I can't remember the fucking word.
Bionics.
Prosthetics and bionics looking natural as possible, and everything. And then Sleep Labs is known for sleeping and everything. Dr. Cassidy, as a pharmacist, has provided most of the drugs for Sleep Labs and everything. And Cutting Edge, I still haven't figured out what they are doing in with this, but...
Well, the thing about Dream Labs, it makes absolute sense. Do you have those documents on hand?
There's 3.5
Do you mind if I borrow the documents about Streamlabs and Dr. Cassidy? I'm going to go visit her. I'm going to go visit her tomorrow.
There's one thing. Oscar kind of did some things to get more of the files.
Like what?
Their child's medical records.
Yeah, and?
It's a HIPAA violation.
To be fair, I don't really think HIPAA applies in this.
I get you, Dain.
Whole thing.
You know, we can still be arrested, Savannah. You know,
I mean, we can, but we didn't hack them, so we can't be arrested.
Fair,
but we should also make sure
point.
that Oscar has not put themselves in jeopardy. I think that would be...
I don't think Oscar would have done it if he couldn't have got away with it.
That's out of my realm of understanding.
Yeah.
Fucking HIPAA violations.
Also, I did put a lot of sticky notes on the files for, like, synopsis, like, easy TLDRs.
No, it's. I think Dr. Cassidy's gonna want to see these files when I bring them to her tomorrow.
So, Dain, the boxes we're gonna go with Nova, but we can peel off those portions that you want to.
They can be copied. They can be photocopied.
We can. Yeah, I was just gonna say we can bring those, make some copies, and you can take them to Cassidy.
All right.
Oh yeah. So about this debrief thing.
Yeah, everyone's here now.
Yeah, about the debrief. Guess we'll actually have to open the floor up and talk and do all sorts of fun stuff.
So who is all here?
Everyone that showed up at the
actual
at
event.
the church raid with you. So you have the Flame Siren Koi. Zayra showed up with the laptop because she had backed up all of the recordings. Rebel, Vale, all of the court lists that were invited, Meg, Echo, Bane, God damn it, my brain with all their names.
Everybody.
Meg is here, yeah. Meg, Copper, Dane, or Bane, all of the court lists that showed up except Trinity, because she can't.
Right.
She can't. And then there were a couple more that you had invited that kind of were there to help if necessary, that are also around. It's one or two other. There was one or two other people that you were like, hey, come and see.
Okay.
So the Night Singer. There's the Night Singer gentleman you invited.
Do you want to open the floor here, Sim, or shall I?
Oh, I can open it up. Let's go ahead and get Vera. Let's get what we're going to be showing. Any of the video footage that we're going to tap to is going to go get up on a projector. So now we got this little projector we can put it up on. So we'll put it up on that, get stuff queued up, and get the crowd kind of settled down. Kind of just be like, hey, let's go ahead and get this debrief kicked off. We've got a lot of information to cover. So,
all right,
catch everybody's attention.
But first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming and for all the work you did earlier on. Great work.
Not.
Yeah.
Sim, take it away.
Yeah. Everything went about as well as it could, and so here we are. We got more of the information to cover now. So what Sim's going to do is have Vera queue up the footage from the actual infiltration that occurred, heading into the church building, and going to start now to showcase. And as it's going through, being like describing, okay, here's the different rooms that Dain and everybody else are talking about.
You see that Vera has in fact taken stills of some of the rooms, like the menagerie's chambers, and I'm going to need to pop out because
go ahead.
Az just popped in. So sorry.
Monster.
I apologize. Hello.
Hello there.
Oh my gosh. Hello.
He's throwing a fit. It's fine.
Has anybody been popping off some stuff in your neck of the woods?
Nope.
Okay. So.
He's just angry.
Okay.
Anyway, hi, I'm Az. I play Dearg the Red Cap Good Boy, and I am the constant problem.
Yes, so quick recap.
You're in a car right now.
You're in a car right now, or you can come on inside because we are having the debrief. We're having debrief at the location that
It's all
we've
good.
met
Derek
before.
can wait in the car.
Okay.
It's cool.
And he was with myself and picking up the stuff from Zayra. He's
Doing better than he was at Spindle Clutches.
Yes. It is taking a long time for your video to come back, Milo, so just FYI. Still loading for us. Thank you, whoever might be watching, or who will ever come back to watch this. Thank you for your patience.
I'm a problem. Always, constantly. Did it do it? All right,
Yay.
cool. Thank you. Yes. So, Vera has taken stills of some of those locations, zoomed in on some things. One of the things that has been zoomed in on is there was somebody in one of those chambers in the menagerie. Almost, there was one that was kind of mermaid-like, one that had clear animal parts, but you could see that one of the legs looked like it came straight off an animal, a big wolf leg, and the other looked like it was bionic, designed to mimic the other side. And then you can see the empty chambers. So just zoomed in on things that looked like they might be important, that maybe somebody with more knowledge on a thing could take a look at without having to watch the whole video. So some of those stills get pulled up next to the video itself, so they can be looked at a little more closely.
And Sim is going to be describing what their best understanding of those different areas. That is the menagerie room, the dreamer's den, the iron room, the watchers place where they have this the watchers, the security room, and also did we get the wishing well? We also
The prison.
touched
Wishing well was the prison. Yep.
We also touched upon wishing well and the we didn't get to the treasury or the warrants.
Nope, the treasury was the heart room.
Yep.
The treasury was the heart room, which you knew from Leland. And you didn't get to the wardens or the depths.
The Warrens or
the Warrens. Yeah, the Warrens.
Okay, we can get to the Warrens of the depths. Okay. So Sim is going to be highlighting just bits and pieces of information. He's going to do the standard, hey, let's just go through some of this stuff, hold your questions for just a few minutes, and then do those highlights with the stills and the video showcasing the sorts of threats that we have. And then the last part to touch on is that we do have some additional information that's been exhumed by the work of Zayra and Oscar, and I'll gesture over to Zayra. But does anybody have any any comments, questions at this time, and then also he's going to let Dain interject with anything that he might want to add to the whole presentation.
As Sim has described each and every single one of these rooms, this, and he's going to bring up a still of Bastion.
Yes.
Bastion Moore. He's the leader of this church.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, he's a fucking changeling. Rebel, would you mind telling the room what you know exactly about this man?
He is a blight bent. For those of you that don't understand what that is, they are elementals that are born from toxicity and polluted environments. And what that means is that toxins will not work. Make that abundantly clear right now. So, no poisoning. We can't just poison the water supply and hope it kills him. That's not going to work. However, he's also a skinwalker. He is mastered dreaming, which means he can manipulate the dreams of anyone he can find. Basically, no one in any freehold is safe from him unless your dreams are protected. And did I freeze again?
Nope.
No, you're good.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. And he's strong, at least when it comes to the mastery of dreams.
And a fun little caveat we just learned. Bastion was denied entry to the Four Winds Freehold years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has the ability to sever all our contracts by simply touching our bodies.
Alarmed.
Anywhere.
Any of them. Like, most of the changeling here are alarmed by this news. You hear
And I can
that
see it on
murmur.
your faces that you're alarmed.
Yeah.
And you fucking should be.
Thankfully, we knew of one other that also possessed this ability. Thankfully, they're not here anymore. So Bastion is a known quantity, but there's also could be a possibility that there could be others that potentially hold this as well. Don't know. They could be replicating this. They're attempting to replicate this ability onto someone that he could control. It's possible.
So my advice, and I'm pretty sure Nova may agree with this, is if you get into a fight with somebody in the coming days, don't go for hand to hand. Bring a fucking shotgun.
Nova pulls out a sword. Back.
I know a guy.
No guy.
Dane's just in his head. Not everyone's trained like you, Nova.
Yeah, exactly.
Show off. God damn it.
Show off. People sleeping, such a show off. No, I'm just kidding. Dude.
So, a lot of people kind of, the congregation, they nod. It's that whole, okay, no contact, don't touch people.
Don't touch them if you can't help it. I know many of your contracts depend on touching.
There's also a factor of the days that we're on right now for when the lockdown is lifted. Is that correct?
Alright, that'll be 2 days' time from today.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow you have a time to get prepared.
Because the other aspect here that we also need to discuss is that per the information that Zayra and Oscar were working on, they've uncovered that there's the primary church installation. Zayra, feel free to hop in if there's anything you need to correct me on, but there's a primary church installation which Dain and all of the other Valiant changelings that went in and infiltrated and did reconnaissance on that area. But there's also additional church installations that are associated and adjacent to the freeholds.
There's 5 other locations, each of them within a mile,
5?
a couple miles. Yeah, you said there were 6 locations.
Yeah, I know. When I said that's, you hear a random voice from the small crowd go, 5?
Yeah, there's 5 other locations within a few miles within each freehold, which means he's been keeping an eye on every single freehold for the past 25 years.
And unfortunately,
You
we
hear
only found
the
out about this.
zapping sound.
Yeah.
However, Savannah here has offered to go and investigate one of them. I was hoping some Darklings would join her, considering this is what you're very good at. Because we need information on these. We don't know how many people there are.
Vale and Copper, because he went last time.
You are 2 of the most
Okay.
badass people I know.
I also marked on a map where both of Dr. Cassidy's houses are. And her main office.
Now, did you tell this group who Dr. Cassidy was?
I don't think we've mentioned Dr. Cassidy. Not to my understanding.
Oh boy, Zara did not know that. That's gonna be interesting. I am so sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. It's a factor. If there's probably a lot of confused faces at the moment in the crowd concerning Dr. Cassidy,
There are some.
Some will mention that Dr. Cassidy is an individual who has worked closely with the church for a long time and developed some of their pharmaceuticals that they were using with regards to the processes that they had in place at the church. They were a resource.
Mm-hmm.
She was also part of the various clinics that performed outreach on individuals to lure them into the church as well. And this Dr. Cassidy individual is currently, thankfully, secured at the moment, and we're working on getting some information out of her.
Her whole thing's a revenge shtick. Her child and husband, well, she got duped by a privateer. And we all know how that goes.
Yeah. It's not a nice story at all.
But as Sim mentioned, she is secure. I think that's everything, isn't it? Have we gone over everything? Sim?
Review my notes here. I think that's everything.
What little accomplished? You haven't mentioned little in the fences yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, yes.
And of course,
Oh. Go ahead.
little. You did a lot of handiwork.
I created weak points in the fences that are around the church so that they won't be a problem. In a couple of days, they will be as brittle as I'm not going to be able to think of an analogy, but they're brittle and easy to break. Small, stiff wind could do it. That's an expression. But also, mushrooms. Planted them. They'll tell me things.
Well, that's excellent.
Very cool. Thank you for providing the additional surveillance.
Of course.
Sim?
I think that's it.
So, questions?
Yeah. The floor is open.
Most of them were there. So it's Koi that steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
And like, all right, so mobilizing. Do we have an idea for that? Because I know that we discussed at the other meeting that not everyone is built for war. So those that are not, what do we have a plan for them to help? What can they be doing?
You know what? That's a fantastic question, Coy. Nova?
Anyone who isn't built for war can use their abilities for other things.
Mhm.
The wizened easily could break technology, take out their security cameras, you take out their eyes within the facility. Take out their weapons with those abilities as well, as long as they can see it, which they can do from the shadows. The darklings can each take a wizened with them, escape with them if need be. Anyone of the fairest could easily mesmerize, distract, and again, as long as they're assigned someone who can make sure that they get pushed to the back of the line once the distraction is in place.
Mhm.
It should be okay.
Obviously,
We can also
Supreme
have
Court
people
members,
keep.
three healers.
We have our healers, and we also have anyone who has connections to the news, anyone that has connections to the police, or any other organization that might be able to assist in keeping this secret. I know that Oscar put out a news article, of which I saw, saying the building is slated for demolition, which will help. But once more people start looking into that, we will need to pursue avenues of that nature as well. So those are just some suggestions of what can be done by those who maybe can't necessarily fight.
Mhm.
Well, I with the premises, the reason that Dain looked at Nova is because it was her job to come up with a strategy for this,
She
not
did.
his. Good.
Well,
That's the reason he looked
And
at
she
her.
she has ideas that she will be implementing once she goes back to talk to the rest of the courts with their soldiers and their darklings.
the other thing
I hope
too
that
is,
answers your question, Coy.
yeah, that's a good point.
Thank
the,
you.
the other thing that will be taken into consideration is what Savannah and her team will find out about the extra church installations that we've recently discovered, because that could change what we do with the
Right?
main facility. Yes.
Okay, because we don't know
I heard
how many.
none of that. Apologies. I'm
Oh.
having some tech difficulties tonight.
Oh, not a problem. So
I'm so sorry.
that's okay. Sim just mentioned that Savannah and her team is going to be investigating
Oh, yeah.
one of the additional church installations that Zara and Oscar had uncovered about, and that may or may not change what we do with the main facility. The main church.
All right.
That's all. But Dain, you were going to say something?
We don't know what they have in those churches. They could just be normal people, or they could have more members of their little army. Although, by rough estimates, 70 is the most they have. However, a majority of them are already out of their test tubes, as you saw by the pictures.
Yeah.
Another thing as well, I don't know if anybody noticed during the filming, but some of the guards weren't wearing
Just going to bring that up, actually.
uniforms, as it were. They weren't wearing things that should deter us. They weren't wearing cold iron crosses or, holly leaves in their head.
Mm-hmm.
The running theory on that is that they have been changed at some level, or they are no longer human. They are, like Bane here, able to transform themselves to look normal. Not as good as you, Bane, but close enough.
Thank you.
Going to get the job done. Exactly.
So if you see anyone that is not wearing cold iron or the likes, extreme caution and extreme violence.
One thing that's a consideration too, Dain, one of the rooms that you investigated with Rebel and the others when you were inside was the Iron Room.
The torture chamber.
Yeah. But you made mention that that place looks like it could make quick work of folks. Did I understand your description correctly?
I mean, it was a giant meat grinder, Sim. You saw it in the footage.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody saw it.
It looked like a blender, but if you remember correctly, Rebel was so kind as to take that out of the equation.
Rebel looks pissed at the mention of that room. Like, she looks mad.
Now, the only reason I bring it up is if there's a possibility that our enemies may be dealt with by such a room. Could be a consideration.
I mean, we can't really shepherd them in, can we? Come on, folks, in you get. You know, that's not really gonna fucking work, is it?
Yeah.
Come by.
Maybe with the right bait. Never know.
Well, I'm not going in that fucking room, I can tell you that fucking much.
Wasn't expecting me to.
No. I mean, it's consideration, but the door's jammed. It's not going to open again until they get it fixed. They could get it fixed within the next 2 days, but
okay.
They may change the codes, which means
something we should expect them to do if they've had any sort of inkling that things happened, which they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I fried that panel. They're gonna have to get a whole new one. All of the electronics in that door are broken.
Yeah, she did not go half balls on that other thing. Which, fair fucks to her. I wouldn't have either, but I could do that. Right. Any other questions?
I think most of that information was pretty straightforward, and everybody else kind of, they were there, they knew, they saw.
Okay.
So you don't get any more questions, because I think, yeah.
Right. Since there's no questions, Sim's gonna excuse himself and go out and check on Dearg.
All right. As that is happening, Zayra takes a USB of all that information and walks it over to Nova. That's what you see as you walk out the door.
Okay.
Zara, love, can you go with Sim and grab your foils so you can give them to Nova as well?
Yeah, I guess I can also have Sim bring some of it. It's like 3.5 crates, so I will be back.
Yeah.
We're gonna have those parts photocopied for you, so
Yeah.
She's gonna toddle after Sim to go get the cases
Trust
of info.
me, Sim carries them one at a time. Dearg could take them all in one swoop. let's be honest here.
That's what Dearg was built for. He got this.
I got this. So I'll go out and check on Dearg and be like, hey.
Hey, Sim.
Hey.
Is it me?
It's over for the moment. Could you give me a hand, please, with
Okay.
some of these boxes back here? So.
Do you want me to grab all of them, or just?
That would be fantastic. We gotta bring them into
Okay.
Gotta bring them in and get them over to the copier for Dain.
So, Dearg will stack them all up and put a hand on top and a hand on bottom, and just.
It's a document sandwich.
Hey, Zara.
Hi!
Where exactly am I supposed to take these? Who do
there's
we need to drop them off to?
They're going to be going to Nova, but we need to hit a document copier first, there is one inside. So if you could bring them over to there, because then Zara needs to take the information out that Dain wants and get copied.
Do you need to smack the copier like we do at the forge, or you got this?
I got this. We had to beat up a printer earlier. It was a good time, so...
Yeah, we probably should replace it, but our profits... Right, that's what it is, Sim? The profits?
Your net income?
The profits... What's that?
Net income.
Okay,
works.
you know what? No, we're not gonna... You know what? Let's just take this inside.
It's not in the... It's not in the...
It's
the budget.
We
Derek's
have
gonna, like, shrug his shoulders with the, like, finger quote marks.
It's not in the budget.
Oh, by the way, this is the first time you've ever heard Zara talk. So this is
Very pretty.
It's
very pretty.
It's very.
It's very lovely. She has a lovely voice.
Let's get inside. Let's get these to Dain so I can figure out what we need to get for him.
Mm-hmm.
So Eric's gonna just walk behind Zara next to Sim. Just
Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Jesus
So you guys go
fucking
inside.
Christ.
It's a lot of files. Very well organized files.
I was an English major in college before, everything.
Well, I was a major in the army, so haha. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
okay.
Okay.
Ro was like, I was a school teacher. Whee!
she speaks German.
She's not right now, she doesn't.
Oh,
She's like hanging out of Savannah's arms upside down, like it's
she messed with the same token Dearg did from before. Ro did.
Oh,
she opened the book and she's
She
got
opened the
one more
book.
intelligence than Derek. So right now she's just like doo-doo-doo. She's absorbed none of the meeting. It's very clear she's absorbed none of the meeting. She's been playing with Savannah's antlers the whole time. Like,
Bless her.
is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
for
It
Ro,
is
it's
for Ro.
allowed.
Uh,
So, what do you need,
So
Dain?
yeah, basically I need anything on Dr. Cassidy, her child, Sleep Labs, and Bastion. Anything related to all four of them together.
Okay, so this.
If
she's
you have
like,
anything about a, what's the word? A group. What do you call it?
Organization.
No.
the grieving
like-
counseling group.
Yes, that's it.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
I have information on that.
That
and I know,
sounds so similar, Sim. So familiar.
yeah, she used to be part of it, and then she got associated with the. You know what? She's already starting to pull out. Like she's
Yeah.
setting all the boxes out and starting pulling out files. There's like 10 or 15 she's pulling out.
If you can get me anything that
gonna, like-
connects all of them together, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, as soon as you
So,
hear that,
as soon as
you
I hear
know,
that,
you
oh
know.
shit. Okay.
You know that was his herd, his harvest.
Shit. Well, damn. Did I hear you correctly? Grieving council group.
Yes, Dr. Cassidy went to the grieving counseling after her daughter went missing at one of the locations of the church.
That's the same group I visit. Same group I
Wait.
believe Derek's visit as well, right? Oh no, you
But
have
there's
no,
been
you
no
have
No
different
information. There's been no information on that. It like stopped after like a couple years ago.
The original group stopped after
The original.
a couple years ago.
Well, that's all Zara knows. She doesn't know about the new one.
All of those original group members are
Mhm.
gone.
Well, I've only been with this. That group still exists. I don't know. I don't think. Obviously, it's not the same people because I've been going there for just the last year. But that's. So that's. But yeah, I've been there.
That's probably where one of the whoever's been, that's probably where they've been getting information.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, anything's likely.
So she's still pulling out files and their sticky notes. Here's the ones. Here's this one. This is all on Bastion. This is all on Dr. Cassidy and her child. And this one's on Sleep Labs. Also, here's some information on Lifelike. There's a little weird, sketchy thing. The youngest son is now running the company. His dad got really sick all of a sudden. It's really weird.
All right. You're awfully excited. I like this. Carry on.
She's still like pulling out files. She's like, okay, these are all the important stuff, but all of these are like news articles and everything.
All right. If you
It's a
can get
magic
me,
trick, Derek. It's like this
Yeah.
box
Yeah.
never ends.
if you can give me copies of all of that, I'd really appreciate it. But not so much that I need 3 boxes. Okay.
I was told to like research, so I did what And
You
the
did
sad
it,
thing
yeah.
is we're not even done yet. We haven't even researched one of the companies yet.
Jesus Christ. As long as it's got the 5 main factors I asked: Cassidy, Bastion, Church, Grieving, Sleeping
Okay.
Labs.
Hold on. She starts
Child.
pulling off the sticky notes. She's like, is there a stapler?
I'm sure there's a stapler nearby. Sim will go grab one.
Vera has a stapler. Yeah, Vera brought all the things to do a presentation with. She's got stapler and she's got
Staple all the
whiteout.
sticky notes together. She's gonna staple all the sticky notes together and then also pull out the medical files for Dr. Cassidy's thing and scan that and then hand that over to Dane. Here's everything you need, all on the sticky notes.
Thank you very much.
There, so you don't have to carry all these files.
We'll have to have Zara make our PowerPoint.
Smack!
No clicky button. Next slide. No.
He'll hand the files and sticky
Make her-
notes that are all together to
Clicky button sounds a whole lot like one of those training things.
Is Echo still here?
Echo is still here. So is Meg.
Cool.
Meg is been inching closer to Sim the whole time. The whole time. It's starting to get noticed.
Dearg notice? I was gonna ask, does Dearg notice this?
Yes,
I'll be back.
everyone's kind
People
of noticing Meg as
inching up to me.
closer.
Oh my gosh, get away.
I'll be back in a few minutes. Hey Meg, you alright, love?
Hey.
He's gonna walk over to Echo.
Who?
Hi.
Who are these people?
Well, hey there.
Say
Who are
it.
you?
Say it. Say it. Just say it.
Well, hey there, hot stuff.
There it is. Hello.
Okay, noted. She's like typing something on her phone. It's like a little note.
That seemed a little on the yellow side. But okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yellow?
Hey Meg, how's it going?
Hello.
Yellow tastes like orange juice.
K-pop.
Tastes like K-pop.
That's
Wow. Okay.
utterly fascinating over there. With the
Just
all
Dearg
of
getting
that.
closer to
This
Meg,
is-
just looking down at her. Just
Everyone, if
She's about.
I'm just
5'4",
about to
so-
introduce.
Oh,
This
she's
is
taller
Meg.
than Zara.
So this is Meg. This
Yep.
is Zara and Dearg.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. She holds out a hand.
it's nice to meet you too. Just
Her
all
hand
the
is warm
dicks.
like Sims. Yeah, her hand is warm like Sims. Like, you know, she is a fire elemental. You can tell that she's the same.
Oh, you were at
She's
the meeting at
not
the
the same
forge.
as Sim, but
No, it's
Okay.
not the same.
yes, I was at the meeting at the forge. I went. I was with Little's group when we destroyed the fence. Well, didn't destroy them, but
Set
I went. I
things
was
in
with
motion,
Little.
right? Yeah. So yeah, you'll notice that maybe perhaps that Meg has a little bit of a red tint that goes on, whereas Sim has a blue tint to his flame.
Yeah.
There's a little bit
But-
of a color flavor that goes on there.
It's her eyes the most that you notice. Her eyes give her away more as a fire elemental because when you look at them, they glow like embers in a coal fire. Embers, a burned down flame, basically.
Don't even say it, Derek. Nothing.
I said absolutely
nothing.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Anyway, so thank you again, Zara, for your work on this and getting the stuff together for Dane.
Yep.
Meg,
That's all I could do to help.
yeah, and looking forward to some more help that you can get, because obviously anything that we can find out about these different companies and what they're doing and their efforts with the church, I think will be pretty invaluable. So, and Derek, how are you doing? Need some rest? You need some food? Anything going on?
No, I'm doing better than I was.
Okay,
There's a lot of people here.
there is. If you want to mingle,
Oh yes.
if you want to mingle about real quick, do you mind if I peel away with Meg here for a minute?
It's not gonna get green, is it?
No,
Green?
no. I'm not planning on anything getting green.
Okay, good.
What's getting green?
I'll have
Green.
Dearg explain.
Not red.
Yeah. So, awesome, Egg. You want to step aside? Over here, real quick.
Yee. She moves to the side with you.
Okay. So, once we're off to the side, I'll be like, "Hey, so how are things? What are you doing?"
Well, things are pretty good. With the court list,
Mm-hmm.
lovely. Love how loud that is. Things are pretty good with the court list, at least. They appreciate being included, even though it's dangerous, because most people don't think of the court list when involving anything actually.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both excited and nervous.
Well, I'm glad that the same consideration is taken as well, because what you've been able to contribute and what the others have been able to contribute has been fantastic. So I think you're going to play a larger role too in what's to come. And I'm wondering if you and the other courtless are going to be okay with that. You're in for the long haul, as it were, with this.
Yeah, we are. As I said, everyone's pretty excited that they can be of use, not being looked down on.
Maybe after all this is said and done, maybe there's something we can further address with the other freeholds. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But
maybe they just don't like that we didn't make a choice. So, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. But I did have
It's just appreciate it.
I did have a question for you. I'd been doing a little reading off to the side of
dangerous.
Possibly, depending. You've mentioned to me before. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. You mentioned to me before that you tend to do some exploring in the city. Is that correct?
I did say that. Yes.
Okay. Now, you've done some exploring, and you've also stumbled across some interesting spaces, and you've also stumbled across perhaps maybe some things that were left behind in those spaces.
I have, in fact.
Okay. I'm of a mind where I'm wondering if anything that you might have stumbled upon, or any place that you might have come across, could be of a help with what's going on here.
Oh? Help as in? What are we looking for specifically?
Well, that's the king. That's the thing. I don't know what it is all that you've uncovered, and I'd be interested if we could set aside a chunk of time soon and have you show me.
I would love to. If you're free tomorrow at any point in time, we could. I'm assuming you mean before the church raid happens. So yeah, if you're free tomorrow at any point in time, I can be free. I can take you to a couple of places that I've found that might contain just anything useful. They have a lot of stuff. So
okay. Because the reading that I was mentioning earlier was just some studying that I was doing off on the side, because one of the things that has been brought to light, as you've seen during this whole presentation, is how effective they can be in potentially invading some of our dreams, or some of the people that are powerful. So I've been investigating about how to do reading up on how to do protections and how to do warding against such things. And I don't know if that's even anything you might have some interest in or not, but if you potentially have some items or places that could help contribute to my study, it's possible.
I tend to trade in tokens, so I find
Okay.
abandoned hollows, spaces within the hedge,
Mm-hmm.
that uh, these items can be attained at. Now, I obviously do urban exploring in the real
Sense, yeah.
stumbles on the words real world, but manages to get it out
Okay.
in the real world. And those places are fun, but yeah, if you're looking for something like that, I do obtain many a token from these
Okay.
places.
Cool. I think my potential hunch might be correct. Although, if we ever get some time after all this blows over, I'd like to see those other places that you're talking about too, that you explored just for fun.
Well, of course. I have no problem doing that.
Okay. Anything you wanted to ask me or ask after? Anything while we're here?
Nope. Just wanted to say that I appreciated that the courtless appreciated being included.
I'm glad you feel good about being included. I'm glad you are as well. Well, take care. And we do have a way to contact each other, correct? Yeah, we exchange numbers.
You exchange numbers. She has you as hot stuff in her phone. You watch her put it in.
That's right. Yep. All right. Take care, Mick. I'll be in touch with you tomorrow morning.
Yep. You too. Yep. All right. I saw the hand signal, Dain.
Oh, that was because of the sirens.
We're talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, Zara and Dearg are talking. Dain, I'm gonna have Dain quickly go. I know what Dain wants from Echo because we talked about it. So you want to go talk to Echo real quick, and then we can get into the Dearg Zara conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, you walk over. Echo's chatting with Little, and Bane.
How you three doing? You alright?
Oh yeah, we're doing fine.
How you feeling?
It's pretty good. You know, we're glad we're useful. You know, it's nice. It's nice to be included.
Well,
I know
I
it's
when
not
I
really a
heard.
nice thing to be included in, but like, you know, it's nice to be included.
Well, at least now your faces are known. And I do know of one queen that wants to talk to you.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Did she
which
not
queen?
come? Did she not come to you? No?
Cameron?
Yeah, Herman.
Oh yeah, Cameron came and talked to us.
Yeah. She's trustworthy.
She seemed nice.
She is. She's very nice. Do you mind if I steal Echo for a second?
Not at all, Echo. And it just kind of looks. All right. Yeah. What do you need?
Over here for a second, man.
Okay. Echo kind of walks over. They're kind of goblin-y.
Basically, Echo, with everything going on, I realize how futile many of my own attempts will be at trying to help each and every single person here. And that contract of yours,
Mm-hmm.
the blood one,
Yeah.
how would you be up for a trade?
A trade. What kind of trade?
Contract for a contract, perhaps?
Well, what powers you got?
Well, I'm a beast, for one. I can navigate the hedge pretty damn well. I can hide myself in the hedge too.
I mean, I am also a beast.
I know, and you're a damn handsome one at that.
All right. What
If not a
animal?
contract,
Because what animal? Because I get your animal. That's how that works with beasts.
And a wolf. If it wasn't obvious.
Oh, figured I'd ask anyways. Worth asking. I know your friend over there has antlers and dogs, so I'm,
Savannah's a very special case.
yeah. So I just thought I would ask in case. But yeah, a contract for a contract sounds right.
If you want, we can do this tomorrow. We'll talk further on it. Give me time to sleep on it, perhaps.
Mm. We can do it now.
Alright. Let's get down to the business then.
Echo takes your hand, does what they did at the meeting, basically cuts your palm open, cuts their palm open, and splats your hands together. And normally that would just feel like a kind of warm, sticky handshake.
Yeah.
But what you feel is the blood mix. You feel it contained to the cuts. You feel yours go into them and theirs go into yours.
I always forget how weird a rush that is.
And then the wounds seal themselves back up. An exchange for an exchange. Now, what you get with this simple exchange is right now just the ability to divine through blood. You can tell someone's emotional state. You can see glimpses of their past or their future if you'd like. You can tell if they have a medical condition or other sickness. You can get feelings, flashes of insight from it. You just have to look deeply enough. Enough blood to see into. Enough blood to taste, depending on what you're trying to gain from it.
I appreciate this, Echo.
Now you tell me how to use yours.
And well, which contract do you take? Which one do you want?
Fang and Talon. Wolves.
Dean will explain to him. Apologies. He'll explain the emotional states. Sorry. And he'll also explain the feeling of the swiftness of the little bestial urge that you need to do. He'll go into detail so that Echo knows what he's doing.
Well, thank you, Dain.
Fair's fair.
I hope you find a use for them.
And you, although I do hope you don't have. Oh, that is a terrifying prospect. I hope you don't have to use them.
Fair.
And then I'll walk with that, go back to Little and Bean. If you do get a chance to talk to Cameron, do it. She'll look after you.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
I always keep my promises.
Little nods for kind of mushroomed head. She's got, like her hair is kind of mushroomy. It's fine.
Doesn't bother doing. You guys have a good night. I have someone to go talk to. See
All
you
right.
later.
Bye.
And he's gonna head back
All right.
towards Savannah and Ro.
Yep. All right. Zara, Dearg, you were having a conversation about colors and tastes and
So-
feelings.
Green.
Green. Yeah.
What is
yeah.
green?
Well, you see the green when it's bad, when things are bad or you're gonna get bad. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
Green is usually associated with envy, a very negative thing, wicked color. I get it.
When things happen, they everything's green.
Okay.
Yellow's not bad, but yellow feels. Is feel? It's not look. It's feel. Feels
Mhm.
yellow. Red's good. Red feels good.
So red is a good color, yellow is an and green is
Mhm.
like absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. If
So-
the situation is green, it's
See, green is different. Green tastes like fresh cut grass.
green tastes like a fight.
Mm.
Green's metal.
And as I said, yellow tastes like orange juice to me.
K-pop.
K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
K-pop kind of
Just-
tastes like bubblegum.
Bubblegum. It kind of sounds good. You're not supposed to eat it though.
No,
Apparently. Yeah.
it's apparently bad. You know, apparently, like when they say when we're kids, you don't eat watermelon seeds.
Well, I don't remember that.
So you
kids
see
eat
colors?
watermelon seeds? You feel.
You feel
Ew.
colors.
Mm, yeah.
I taste words.
So like when you eat, it's not sound.
No.
It's you hear and then it tastes.
Or if I'm thinking about it or writing it down. Or if I hear someone else say it.
Yeah, kind of. It's the same, but not really. But it is the same.
Mm.
No one gets it, so that's nice to hear. They give me looks about it. But it's okay. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Is there any other colors you feel or see?
Pretty much all of them, but those are the main ones that have been going on right now. And purple. Purple's been
Purple?
happening a lot. Purple's good, but it's not. It's the better version of green.
So it's better than green, but less than yellow?
It's like yellow and then green and then purple.
Okay, so purple's just out in middle of nowhere.
I mean, sometimes purple happens in the middle of nowhere. Purple happened when we lost Ro.
Okay. I'm guessing that is confusion.
Kinda, yeah. Where it's bad, but it's not bad yet.
Okay. It's the calm before the storm.
I mean, sometimes that does happen. It depends on how everybody's feeling about it, I guess.
Okay. Huh. All right. So green is bad, yellow is neutral, red is good, and purple is somewhere in between all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And purple's gone red pretty often in the past, but it's been going red more often. Then it needs to go red. Everything needs to go red. Anyway, so the conversation, you taste the conversation?
I can taste words, yeah, if I really think about it, yeah.
So you don't really talk because you're not hungry?
Do I need a roll of willpower? Yeah. No. Yes. No. Okay. Oh, honey.
Yep, go ahead.
Just double check.
Dice box is good. Yep.
3
successes?
Hold on.
Oh.
2 successes.
2 successes. You don't have a meltdown like you did in the office, but there's a moment where you just, I really don't want to say that sentence, so I'm going to say something different. There's no good way to say this, being a water elemental and all. You feel wet.
She's gonna cry. There you go.
I'm so sorry.
Derek's gonna kind of slink down a little bit and be like, "I'm sorry. Did that taste bad? I can't say it again.
No.
Okay.
All I used to do was talk.
Oh. Yeah, I couldn't.
Just a couple sniffles.
Yeah, a couple sniffles.
I mean, if you don't want to talk, we don't have to.
No, it's fine. The chalkboard. I broke some of the chalk earlier, so it's kind of hard to write on the chalkboard.
Some of the chalk also got smushy. Wet chalk gets squishy.
Now there's Savannah sniffing it.
We're just gonna move past that. Get you a whiteboard if you don't want to talk. Like, you don't have to talk if you don't want to.
I think the big scary lady said, it squeaks too much.
Which one? Which lady? Look at the room.
The one that looked like that could probably kill me in my sleep. The one, but she's motioning to Savannah.
Oh,
yeah.
Savannah? No. Not unless she had a really good reason to.
I mean,
Savannah's super nice.
She could kill you while you slept, and while you were awake too.
Savannah's great. Her and Ro have been great.
is Savannah standing there listening? They're talking about her like she's not in
Savannah
the room again.
can hear the conversation.
That's what I thought.
She has excellent hearing. She's just politely pretending she can't while Ro tugs on her antlers.
No, Savannah and Ro have been great.
Okay.
Yeah.
She won't do anything.
Okay, I hope not.
I mean, unless you do something really, really bad, then I don't know. But I don't think you'd do anything really, really bad.
I wouldn't think so either. I would like to think I kind of have a good head on my shoulders despite all of this being thrown into.
I mean, with those boxes, that was really impressive.
Yeah. Google was a big help.
This is good. I mean, you can type pretty much anything into Google. It usually comes up with something. So, but you found the good part of it. So, I mean.
Dearg's experiences with Google.
Incognito mode.
That must be the word I needed. That wasn't what I thought it was. Oh my god, how do I go back?
I'm feeling
Sim.
lucky.
I put
Click.
this in an order form, and we might have a problem.
Getting some mysterious
Anyway.
packages.
It's just been a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot, but it does get like better. Like when we first showed up here and got to meet Reed and all that, it was pretty bad. But it's gotten a lot better.
Also, I'm sorry for trying to hit you with a sandwich.
You were trying to hit. When did you try to hit me with a sandwich?
First time we ran into her.
That night y'all found me, I was trying to hit you with a sandwich.
Oh, I thought you were like trying to share. You're aimed real bad. We should probably work on that.
I guess.
Yeah. But it does. And hey, you remember about before. That's really good.
Bits and pieces.
Like before the before, not the before then now you're here. Yeah.
I don't remember all of it, but
I don't remember any of it, so
that's awful.
maybe. I don't know. It's pretty good. Well, it was pretty good. Things got pretty bad past few months, but it gets better. And here's still not there. Oh,
Yeah, it's not there.
it's kind of what you gotta focus on. And then you find good people like Sim and Ro and Savannah and Dain. Is Dain still here?
I
Dain
think
has
we
walked
went
over
talking.
to Savannah, yeah.
Yeah, and Dain. So, because that's the point, is we help each other out.
She'll just give a little nod.
Yeah. Did you want a sandwich though?
No, I'm good. I've had quite a bit of tacos and fizzy drinks today.
Tacos do sound good. You have to come over for taco night. I buy the good peanut butter and everything.
The end just.
Savannah looks mortified. It's fine.
Ro looks very excited.
Ro has no idea what the fuck's going on right now. She's at -1 intelligence. She's just like, I'm happy to be here.
Whee!
I gotta ask Dearg one question though.
Peanut butter?
Is the good peanut
Yeah.
is the good peanut butter Jif or Skippy?
Oh,
Neither.
on.
peanut butter for tacos?
It's all nut butter, damn it.
Makes it crazy.
Basically.
What else do you put in the tacos?
I mean, it depends on the taco night.
We get creative.
I am very concerned.
You will have to come over for taco night.
It's
then.
really good. You have to come over. And we set up a whole buffet. It's fine.
I tell you what, you two, I'm
Yeah.
gonna head home now. Because you all have to get up early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, Sim has people he needs to interview.
Yeah, we
I got an interview and I'm going to work on my projects. Burning
My
that
project. Hooray.
Yeah, I am getting tired. It's been a long day.
do we need to give you a ride home? Are you staying with us?
Okay, that is going to require a will save from you, Zara, because right now you don't have a home.
Oh
Sorry.
Oh, snap. She can stay with us if she needs. But
Dane's walking away from this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
no,
Oh,
Savannah's...
5 successes. She's fine.
Oh, you're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Savannah's going with you with Ro, who is just causing a scene at this point. Like,
Yeah.
she's
see you tomorrow
waving
morning.
at everyone and snagging
Oh,
off
Ro-
I phone you
Is
in the
Ro
morning.
leaving?
Mm-hmm.
The traditional greeting of Rowan Dearg is also the traditional exit.
I think. Oh, this screaming at each other. I was gonna say,
You should be.
Savannah and Rory have Dane drop him off at the freehold because your car's a little bit full for Savannah's very big. She's a big lady. So
So
you start
are you
screaming
still
and it upsets everybody.
yeah, Dearg actually will tell Zara, like, 1 second, Rosalie, but I gotta say bye, and just turn, open his mouth, and
It's
just
large.
scream. And then just be like, so, yeah.
And you hear the
Probably
childish shrieking of Ro. It's ungodly, the sounds in this building right now, which echo because it's an empty warehouse.
So,
I don't have a home yet.
oh, are you gonna be staying at the freehold until they set you up with one then?
I guess I was
Okay.
offered to stay at Minstrel's. I think if I remember correctly, it was Minstrel's
Ferryman.
Rest.
It was a ferryman.
Ferryman.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then I think I'm doing more research tomorrow. I don't know yet.
Alright. Well, if you need a ride, I'm not sure how much I can lift the boxes for you.
These I think are going with Nova.
Yes.
Okay.
Who is just, she's milling around. She's waiting for you guys to disperse before she takes off, but Vera did give her the USB of the doc of what the PowerPoint was put together, the presentation. So Nova does have that. Yes.
Yeah, make sure Nova has those documents, and just wanted to say goodbye to Nova before we left.
All right. Are you guys getting ready to shuffle the cars? I know that Savannah, Ro, and Dain are shuffling today.
Yeah.
Right now.
Say goodbye to
like,
them.
try to
We'll catch
deal
you
with-
tomorrow. Yeah. Sleep well. And if you have all the photocopies and everything, and we'll get the boxes over to Nova and go, hey, here you go. Here's everything.
Thank you.
So far.
She handles them the way Dearg does. Like, they weigh nothing, even with the missing files.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I need to stop questioning things, and she's gonna start toddling towards the
Well,
car.
technically we made photocopies, so there shouldn't be anything missing, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You did. Vera brought a lot of equipment with her. Like I said, she was prepared for this. So, Vera's packing up. Nova takes the boxes out to her car. She says goodbye to you, Sim.
Thank you again. Well,
Yep.
Well, I'll call you. I'll call you sometime. Take care.
Yeah. I look forward to hearing from you. And she leaves with the boxes and the USB as everyone else packs up and starts leaving as well.
What was
It is
that?
late.
Nothing.
What was that?
Dearg is gonna bump into Sim's shoulder and be like, see, I told you.
Told him what?
Shit. It's fine.
tell him what?
Let's get home.
While that's going on, David's not going to Savannah Row and be like, do you two want to go back to the forge or mine?
Oh,
Ro doesn't
yours.
Mine it is, then. He drives back to his hollow.
Oh.
All right. Savannah shoots a text to Sim and Dearg, basically being like, staying with Day tonight.
Text
Dearg will
back.
text back. Okay.
Yeah.
We're having Zara
Thumbs up.
over for taco night.
Just good luck with your peanut butter is what you get at.
Sim will
Does
text
he
back.
put peanut butter on pizza?
Peanut butter doesn't go on pizza.
No, he probably
Talking
puts
about?
ranch on
I
pizza.
don't know Dearg's eating habits. to be
I'm just
fair.
curious.
It's only been a... Nope, I don't know.
But
Like
yeah,
pineapple on pizza just doesn't work.
Sim will
Oh,
text.
pineapple does go in the tacos.
I swear he can hear me.
Yeah, it
Oh, no.
says text to speech. It's I have the speech button. The whole conversation.
Sim will.
Warn me next time, will you?
While you're driving, safety. Text to speech.
I'm not
Don't do it
texting
so no one
driving. I'm not
dies.
texting by driving. I'm not texting. I'm texting before we get in the car.
Sam, what was that?
What was
that?
what? What was what?
What was
You were.
that?
What was that?
What was what? I said
You
goodbye
got
to
all
Nova.
awkward. You got all awkward. Are you Twitter pated? Is that what it is?
No, not Twitter pated.
You don't know Twitter pated? It's
No,
a
I
Bambi.
know Twitter pated, but oh, as soon as you mention Bambi, Dearg probably immediately thinks of Pippin.
Oh.
Oh. But, no, you got. You got kind of
Yeah,
awkward there. You
Derek
weren't like
just
your
kinda
usual.
curls up.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
No. You're fine. It's just wanted to make sure Nova was gonna had everything she needed, and that she was just gonna head off for the night. Well, and yeah, I'm gonna call her back because I'm gonna call her and.
I didn't ask you about calling her.
I'm going to though because she's the
I
chief.
didn't ask you if you were or not. You just kind of just told on yourself.
I told you
because
that
we're
she wanted you
gonna.
to call her.
She's the lead statistician.
Okay.
It's a really good thing he's a fire elemental because you can't see the flush. It's not like his face gets any warmer.
Yes, whatever little bit of sweat I might be having is just.
Oh, I
steaming
hear
up.
sizzling. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah, that's all. It's just gonna be in contact, gonna follow up, and I did, and Nova, and just to explain some things, Nova also has an accord with me, with myself, and subsequently also with Dearg, just to help us out, to take a look after us and keep an eye on us, and so good communication just helps, make sure that
Ro and I.
yeah.
Ro.
She only said bye to you though.
Ro?
Did
Yeah. No one else wants to scream.
No. Only said bye to Sim.
yeah.
Oh, Nova. Nova's really.
Let's go get some.
Dearg gets a very concentrated face trying to think of the word reserved, but it's just like.
Let's get back to the fortune.
Nova.
Zara, did you need
That
us
is
to drop
one.
you off at the ferryman or?
Yeah, the
Okay.
ferryman.
All right. We're driving.
Right.
Nice deflecting the conversation, Sim.
I'm glad Zara caught that Nova only said bye to Sim. really good eye there. We're gonna call her out like that. Anyways,
A song of ice.
you guys
and
pile
fire.
into your cars. You guys pile into your cars. You get Zara back to the ferryman. She says goodbye. Assuming you text Oscar, and Oscar meets you to take you down to where you can be staying in the ferryman freehold. And I know this is your cutoff time, so
Yeah.
thank you for joining us, Em. This was fun. And
you had
we
a
will
good
get
time.
to Zara's Durance the next time we play. Yeah, we always do the Durances.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, Em.
Make them dance.
All right. Dain, you get back with Savannah and Ro to your hollow. Ro is just all over the place. She
Dane's laughing.
is having the best time right now because it's no thoughts. There is no thoughts.
How long do you think that's going to last?
I do believe tokens only last a certain amount of time. Usually the catch is 24 hours.
For Dearg,
So-
it was 24 hours when he had the book because he spent the night with Nova and then Sim picked him up.
Yep. And they had the coloring book incident.
Yeah, no, all the colors. There's too many colors. I just want to sit on the rug.
I mean, she's
Every
bound to
picture.
tire herself out at some point.
Oh, absolutely. She'll go to sleep. It'll be fine.
That's great. Dane's gonna be there. All right, I think she's sleeping. Okay. When he gets the door, lock it.
Like parents.
Exactly.
She fell asleep. She fell asleep. Good. We have a window.
We have a window
right
of time. Yep.
But it's still, you know, it's hard for me to make you something to eat for once.
Oh. Okay.
Are you
I'll tell make
You all
a
right?
quick little meal. Nothing major, just something snackable. Some duck spring rolls. No, some duck spring rolls. The Dain Cootery. The Dain Cootery is not appearing tonight. No, some duck spring rolls.
Yes.
Some duck spring rolls.
All right.
The Dain Cootery.
I've seen the meme. I've seen it.
Completely throw me
So
off
has
now.
all of Twitter.
So is all Twitter.
Yeah, all of Twitter.
Hashtag Dain Cootery.
Go back to your sweet date.
Sweet
That's
date. Yes.
for threatening of the sandwich earlier.
Dane's gonna
Is
make
the
her
sweet
some
date the one with the fig spread?
Only if it's all spread on the table. Yeah, sorry. Naked.
Wait till Ro goes to sleep, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, can't help it.
General talk. You worried about tomorrow?
Me? Not really.
Good, you shouldn't be.
Well,
I'd like to make sure.
now, no one. Here's the thing: is no one said whether the churches are still active or not, right? So it's possible it's mostly abandoned. Which,
Could be.
best case scenario, is that's what it's going to be.
Could be. I mean, we don't know until we try. That's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You better come back.
I'm gonna come back.
Okay. I'd hate to have to hunt you down.
Huh. As if you could. My specialty is
Oh.
avoiding being hunted.
Well, I caught you, didn't I?
Oof. Well, that's a fair point. You did.
Exactly. And maybe we'll have a little game of hide and go seek when you get back and see how quickly I can find you again.
That sounds like fun.
Hopefully without the screaming Row in the background.
You know, I think Dearg would be more than willing to keep Ro company for us. I think it's just right now, I think it's better that she's here.
I mean, I've never seen the two of them so similar before. This
She didn't have to do that with the token. It was
Didn't.
very nice of her.
But if I knew that was going to happen, I would have done something instead of her. Didn't have to. I can afford to be a bit stupider.
But all tokens have catches, and if you not at that meeting, you needed all your wits and intelligence about you.
Aye, that's true.
Any
Anyway.
other situation, I think she probably would have left.
I think it's time we headed to bed anyway.
Yeah.
I can't hear her screaming anymore.
I'm pretty sure she passed out on the couch.
Good. And that's where I have to leave you guys.
Ha!
Naughty, naughty, I see you naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty. You
I
naughty,
apologize
naughty.
for nothing.
Love you all very much.
Take
Love
care,
you.
bud.
See you later.
Have a good one.
All right. Sim, Dearg, you
getting
drive
whittled
back
down.
after dropping Zara.
Mhm.
It's late. It's like 10:30.
Nope.
Whoop. The last part of what you said, Milo,
There you go.
Oh,
cut off.
till like 10:45. You
Got
won't
it.
be home until like 10:45. Back at your hollow.
Okay.
Just the two of you again.
Hey. Look at this.
Did the debrief go good, right?
Seemed to went as well as it could. We have a
good.
lot of things to still, we got a lot of ground to still cover, but I don't know. I got a good feeling. I feel like we have a lot of information. We just have to figure out how to apply it to what we're going to do. Am I concerned / scared because some of these people are, obviously some really bad motherfuckers, that could really wreck our day? Yeah, it's definitely got me concerned. But there's got to be a breakthrough.
Yeah. And whatever needs to happen, whatever you need. Because I know we're gonna have to fight.
Is there anything that you've been thinking? I know this is a tough question right now, Derek, and you don't have to answer right away.
Okay.
But I'm gonna ask it, and you can think on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything specific that you feel that I could do to help you with your current situation? Do you have anything in mind? I mean, I can go back to, I can help you out the way that I know that I can. But
you being around helps. Just how it is. But no, I know what I did when I didn't think it was gonna be as bad as it was, but you know how those dream contracts are.
mm-hmm.
And it got bad for a bit. Still not the same, but people change, I guess. Things change.
Yeah. I just want you to know, Derek, that honestly, truly, whatever you think is the best path that you believe is for yourself, I'll support you in that. I just want you to know that. I mean, obviously I don't want you self-destructing or anything like that, but if you have a way you want to go and you think it's the best way,
what happened was, Ro got upset and Savannah got upset, and I just wanted to help, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah. But at the same time, you also stepped in. You saw something. You saw a book. It was a candle. A bell.
A lot easier now. It was a cup. It was a cup, right?
Book, a cup, and a knife.
Book, cup, knife.
Book, cup, knife.
Book, cup,
Glitching out
knife.
by low.
Okay.
There we go.
There it is.
I know I have been all day. It's fine.
Sorry.
Something's going on with something
it was
or other. Yeah, a book, a cup, and a knife.
Book, cup, and
It
knife.
was a book, a cup, and a knife. And like when the channel in the morning before it switches over, the guy that screams a bunch of things at people from that little stand.
Mm-hmm.
He was standing behind one of those talking to the Topaz, I think is what Rose said her name was.
Mm-hmm.
Or what Savannah, it was Savannah or Rose, someone said her name.
Yeah, Topaz, I believe it was. Maybe it was Savannah that mentioned it, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it was Savannah or Ro. One of them yelled it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. There was some chaos.
Yeah. So he was talking to her, and I was trying to get in to him, but then there was so much blood, and I couldn't stop myself.
Yeah.
And by then, I'd spent too much time, and I just was gonna try and move the chain.
Mm-hmm.
Which is still, I was in a dream. And they were gonna hurt everybody, so I was gonna hurt them, because then maybe it would hurt him.
Lesson learned. At least as far as that goes. But the book, Knife and Cup, it's a significance of some manner. Wonder sometimes if they will need to follow up and ask. Maybe they refer to tokens. Maybe they refer to...
No, all people dream differently, but there's things that are kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the dreamer.
True. They could be metaphorically meaning something
and then
important to Bastion, but no idea.
I mean, then there's people like us who we can make stuff in dreams, so
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he just thought that was what he needed. I don't know. I didn't talk to him.
Yeah. Well, that seems to be the running theme.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that was it. I didn't know what to say to him. And so I just wanted to keep him away from Topaz and Spindle Clutch. So I put him somewhere. And then tried to drown it out by telling him what he was.
Yeah.
Probably should have used a different voice.
Well, as you're aware, the Onsel's going to come calling again.
Yeah.
And there's only so much we can do. There's only so much we can put that off. And we have put it off. And we've deflected. And we're running dry. We're running empty on that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know who it was when, she gave us the number. It's okay. I was trying to keep you safe. Just in case it was bad. But it was a lot worse than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Well, considering what a bunch of different people have uncovered, yeah, the situation is way more terrible than what we could have even suspected. I mean, I'm glad we've had these other people looking into it. Would have been a lot for us to cover just on our own. We're just a couple of dudes running a forge at the moment. So.
Yeah. So no, it's just rough right now, but I just have to, I guess, remember me, whoever that is, I guess. I don't know. Things don't feel real right now.
Okay. Did you want to go and rest on your rug? So I'm going to be up for a little bit, handling some people who want to come here and work, which we desperately need. And
Yeah, we need to stay open.
Yeah.
More.
Otherwise, finances, net income, as Zara mentioned, will start to get affected.
Yeah.
And the budget.
We can do that. The budget, yeah.
The budget, yeah.
Let's stick to the budget. I remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's getting pretty late. We should probably go.
Yeah. Good night, Dearg. I'll be in the forge if you need me. I'm going to be up for a couple more hours.
All right. Have fun.
I will.
Dearg, I need a will save from you.
Okay.
Sim.
Wait.
What are you staying up and doing?
Staying up and working on the first of my 3 projects.
All right. You get those emails out to the more people have since you have about 7 applicants now. You send out the emails to them because I know you said you wanted to do that.
Yep, send
You
those
have
emails
a
out.
couple of people that are going to be coming in tomorrow.
Okay.
To have a conversation with you too.
Okay.
Thank you. And you start on the first of that project. Dearg, you're able to fall asleep decently easily. You're exhausted. You've had a long time. And you know, it's been so much and you only got 2 legs, or maybe you have 4, but it feels like 2, but your 4 legs are really tired because you've been doing so much. So sleep comes easy to you. Tim, you eventually pack up for the night. Eventually lay down. You eventually go to sleep. And you start to dream the way that you normally do, of fire and screaming. But part of the way through this dream, it gets interrupted. You're in the middle of making something you're used to, but you know that whatever you're making is absolutely horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Something you shouldn't be proud of.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still working on it. And as soon as you step back, the thing that you have created is the on-cell. And she's standing there. She looks down at you in her 8 feet of height.
Mm-hmm.
And says, my, what lovely dreams you have. Since you didn't want to talk to me before, we're going to go ahead and talk now. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. I expect
We'll get everybody's durances next time. Dain's, Zara's, and Dearg's. And then we'll go ahead and do what Sim is halfway through endurance and halfway through being harassed by True Fae. So, hooray! We did it!
Go us.
Did it.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody can pop off their hearts before I end the stream.
to the collective.
Welcome to the collective.
Woo!
Woo! Have a good
night.
night, everybody.
Night.
Morning.
Good
Time's
night,
an illusion.
morning. Yeah. Good night, morning, afternoon, wherever the heck you are. Wherever the heck you
Good
land.
time. That was aggressive.
Oh, I got that on the stream too. So, because now we're
Oh boy.
now we're stopping.